Okay, so here is the clip that I use to show my clients, potential clients, my therapeutic approach. If you spend any time in LA and you get on any television show, you then use that clip, all the time, you milk it as much as you can, and I am no exception. So this is the clip of myself on TV. It happened, over a decade ago, but I still think it's relevant to show the current approach I take in therapy. So I'm working with an individual on this TV show called The Doctors, and I'm helping someone who has a fear of flying. Now, I got this show simply because I was generally in the area of, the TMZ, the filming radius. I happened to have the virtual reality equipment. I had, the airline seats, and so they thought it was be a good match, and it worked out pretty well. So I will show the clip, the TV clip, interspersed with some of my commentary to kind of explain my therapeutic approach and to kind of transition it into what I expect the future of therapy will be. So you can think of, when you think of technology, you think of it as generations. So, generation 1, like GPT 3, 4, 5, and then, the iPhone 6, 7, 8. Therapy can be thought of as waves. So after Freud, the first wave of therapy was behavioral therapy. So in this clip, helping someone with the fear of flying, sometimes you can just pair relaxation with something that's stressful, and it will cause the stressful stimulus to kind of go extinct. You don't have that same fear response that you might normally have. So just relaxing someone through something stressful can be very, very helpful. And yet in this process, there was always missing a cognitive component. And so the second wave comes in, that sometimes taking evidence and either supporting or refuting your thoughts can lead to a reduction in anxiety. So questioning these thoughts can be very helpful. So if someone's on an airplane, sometimes thinking, what is the evidence that I'm in any danger? If the flight attendant is reading a book and talking with somebody else, that's generally good evidence that I don't need to be afraid. So that's sort of the cognitive process. Or just because I'm nervous, am I in any danger, right? So we're looking for the evidence. So we add the cognitive component, hence the CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. But then in recent years, the third wave has come in, and that is the focus on acceptance. Rather than immediately disputing these thoughts, allowing the thoughts to be there, but treating them as thoughts, not reality, passing thoughts and feelings like clouds in the sky, allowing them to come, realizing they don't have to stop you from living your life, allowing them to go, and focusing on your values, focusing on what's important. Okay, so with that preview out of the way, let's start with the show.
One of the biggest F words we all face is fear. And that's why this season we're helping you confront your biggest fears in our ongoing series, Project Fear. Karen is terrified to fly, and we decided it was time for her to face her fear.
So on the show, they present someone who has a fear of flying, which is not hard to do. A lot of people have a fear of flying. It's a significant issue that a lot of people have. And yeah, they found me as a therapist in the Los Angeles area. Fear of flying was a bit of a specialty for me. I did my doctoral thesis on it, and I had all the equipment, so we were ready to go. This person, I should stress, was not a client, but rather a participant, and this was all a demonstration, for a television show. So let's get right into it.
I'll take a car, a train, or I'll go on a cruise, but no planes. I'll try to find any way to not fly. The last time I was in the air was about 22 years ago. It just seems so scary to be that far off the ground. I usually feel kind of like panicky and nervous, and like my heart will palpitate. My son's going to Penn State. My plan is to drive from California to Pennsylvania so I can be with my son. I think it's over 2,000 miles. I've pictured myself flying around the world, but it's nerve-wracking for me to think about it.
A whole lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety and phobias, right? It really impacts their life. Here, Karen just wanted to be able to fly to see her son. You know, she was in California. Her son was going to school in Pennsylvania. You don't want to drive, a week back and forth. She just wanted to fly, right? And she wanted to do it without feeling, an excessive amount of anxiety or terror. So this is where I come in. I should stress this filmed over a decade ago. I look young. Here I am. Welcome, Karen. One of the exercises that we're going to do is kind of show you how you can relax yourself. Let's just start with a deep breath and let it out. I want you to see if you can relax your eyes to the point where they just won't work. There's one person in particular approaching you right now that you really connect with. This person is saying, Karen, it is so great that you now have this special ability to fly. You're at peace. You know that you can relax yourself. You know that even though there's a part of you that feels nervous, that you can still do well. Now it's time to... So here we start the process, really remembering the first wave, the behavioral, the relaxation. We are allowing her to feel some of the anxiety without being consumed by it. And we are using the relaxation to kind of get some distance, right? We're making room for the anxiety, touching upon kind of the third wave. Realizing that it is okay to feel some of the anxiety. It doesn't have to limit her. And she can focus on what's important. In this case, flying to see her son, okay? So, off to Santa Monica Airport for her flight. Here is a quick recap. You know that even though there's a part of you that feels nervous, that you can still do well. Now it's time for you to see the virtual experience on an airplane. What are you feeling right now?
A little nervous.
It's okay to feel a little nervous. Take a deep breath, relax. Remember to breathe deeply.
I'm seeing us getting close to the ground. Oh my gosh.
So flying is actually kind of a safe, comfortable thing. Can it be that way for you?
It looks like it can be that way for me. I'll take a car, a train, or I'll go on a cruise, but no planes. I'll try to find any way to not fly. My plan is to drive from California to Pennsylvania so I can be with my son.
What are you feeling right now?
A little nervous.
It's okay to feel a little nervous. Take a deep breath and say the word relax.
Relax.
Like many of you watching right now, Karen is afraid to fly. So we made it our mission to help her get on a plane. And if you know anything about me, once I set my mind to something, failure is not an option.
Oh my God. A little plane. I don't want to disappoint my kids. I want to be able to do this.
Oh, there.
Hi. Bye.
Very nice to meet you. How are you feeling right now?
All kinds of emotions. My heart's a little racing now, and
Okay.
yeah, definitely a little scared.
Fear is an emotion that we sort of talk ourselves into. And the reality is that if we choose to, we can educate ourselves out of it.
Now for the show, they had Jillian Michaels on. She got her, I think, well known for The Biggest Loser. And she's more of her focus is more, I think, on fitness training than on therapy. The one critique I have is she said, fear is something that you can educate yourself out of. The major idea of the third wave is that negative feelings are always going to be there. The key is to make room for them. The key is to allow them to be there. A lot of people go, I want to go through my life with amazing confidence, with no fear, right? No negativity. And the idea is that that's not possible and not even desirable. It's okay to have some of this negativity. It's a part of the process. The best thing to do is to allow it to be there, but be able to make a decision that is in alignment with your values, right? A lot of people think first the negativity has got to go away, then I can live my life. But the truth is that as you focus on your life, the fears, the negativity will lose its power over you.
I want to address my fear.
I want you to start telling me all of the great things that can happen if you can fly. How is it going to improve the quality of your life? I hear you've got a son going across the country to college.
Yeah, he's going to Penn State, and so
how are you going to see him?
It's real far away, and I'm going to miss him.
Tell me about that.
And it's just not like I can't just take a little trip driving there to see him. I have to.
Right.
It's a long drive.
Right.
And so I want to be able to see him.
So we're doing this for real, so you can see your son at the drop of a hat, right? That's why we're doing this. Let's get in here and we're gonna deal with that. Okay. We're just gonna sit in the plane.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna sit in here.
Okay, clear.
Okay, so now just focus on me. Focus on me, okay? We're gonna shut the door and then we're gonna be okay.
3 Alpha 2, runway 12, flying to get back, thank you.
So tell me what about this is actually scaring you?
It's the anticipation of, what could happen or, what could go wrong.
Always with fear, it holds some sort of valuable lesson for us, something that we need to deal with that's going to unlock all different kinds of amazing aspects of our lives.
Okay, so this is where I agree with Jillian. You can build and develop a tolerance for anxiety, and you can learn from it. It can help you make you a stronger person. Okay, so on to the landing. Let's see how this ends.
153, Quebec number 1 for departure, either left or right down when I'm heading north towards 12. That's a 9153, Quebec,
Alrighty. Landing is the best part.
Seat backs and tray tables in the upright position and seat belts on and fastened.
Did it. Oh, that was beautiful. Come on, hook it up. You made it. Oh my God. Ta-da! She did it. There, I know. Oh my God. Excellent.
So as we see, it's not that her anxiety disappeared. Rather, she learned to tolerate the feelings of discomfort. Thereby, the anxiety lost its power and she built a sense of confidence. Okay, and that's the basis of much of what I do, learning to allow the anxiety to be there, get a little bit of a distance from it, and be able to focus on what's important for you. Okay? That all represents the third wave of therapy. The fourth wave is adding psychedelic therapy to the mix. Just like cognitive therapy really seamlessly merges with behavioral therapy to create CBT, psychedelic therapy can enhance most of the processes with the third wave, with acceptance and commitment therapy and all that stuff. Psychedelic therapy really blends well to the entire process. So that would be the fourth wave. And then the fifth wave is using psychedelic therapy to build a sense of community, to build a sense of resilience into adulthood. And so, in the next section, we focus on the importance and the benefits of psychedelic therapy.